Hey guys, what's going on? Bobby here, and welcome back to another episode of Bobby Vlogs. Right now I am at SIUE, getting ready to go into class for the afternoon. But before I jump in to class, I had a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Couple of, I would say, announcements is probably just a good way to categorize it. First off, there's a new logo. Bam! You guys have seen this over the past, I don't know, week, 2 weeks. I designed it myself. Thank you very much. Basically, the old logo, the traditional logo, is with the ATA guy. I've had that logo since the channel began, and I feel like it's kind of identified the old way the channel was with me, high school friends, video game content. That it all relates to the same thing in my mind, and as the channel's gone through its phases, so has the content that's been produced. I mean, obviously we're a lot more based on the racing content now, so we've made a racing logo, so it's a lot more modernized. It's got the racing aspect to it, so that's that. That's the big thing, the first thing to kind of kick off this whole new phase of the channel. Second off, and this is kind of going out of order, I am now a title sponsor. The ATA network is a title sponsor of a iRACING league. So I'll give you guys more information on that. If you're on iRACING, perfect. If you're not on iRACING, this is definitely a great series that you guys can enter in, just starting out, entry level. It's actually the ATA network Indy Lights series. So they use the Pro Mazda, and they run, I think it's majority of the races, or all the races, are on content that is already included with your base level subscription of iRACING. So it's ran by the IORL, my good buddy of mine, Zach Buchanan. Me and him we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary of really knowing each other. He came and competed at the last Ignite race of the season last year, but he helps run this series, and I felt like this was kind of a good way for me to give back to the community and help support something that I believe strongly in, especially in iRacing, and him as a promoter and running the series. I think it's pretty cool way it works out. But the real kicker is that there is a $150 iRacing scholarship on the line. So basically what it is it gives you the tracks and the car to be able to compete in their full main IndyCar series. So this is just the Indy Lights using the Pro Mazda car. So it's awesome. They're going to be running on Wednesday nights. There will be a link in the description for more information on that. I'm happy to be on board with that and help promote that series and get people into sim racing. So that's another big thing that I've been working on. I plan on bringing back a version of the ATA podcast. It's not going to be called the ATA podcast, but it's a racing podcast nonetheless. And I've got some guests in my mind. I've already done a couple recorded in the bag, so stay tuned for that. Not a lot of information on that yet, but it's something I've been working on behind the scenes. So I want to bring you guys back some podcasts. Another thing that I've been doing that you guys can tune into on a regular basis is my live streams. I've actually been doing some iRacing live streams. I've done a Dirt 4 live stream recently. Those usually, there's no given schedule yet, but I can tell you guys that Sundays are usually a day where I'll do it. Mondays and Tuesdays, Wednesdays is kind of hit and miss. Thursdays is hit and miss. Friday, Saturday is usually off limits because those are days that I work. But look around the channel. If you're interested in a live stream, they will typically hit around 5:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So stay tuned for those, and they're a lot of they're just a ton of fun. I usually stream for about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and it's pretty cool. We got a decent amount of viewers to come in, the chat, and it's a good time had by all. So I recommend checking those out. If you follow me on Instagram, I usually post my story when I'm streaming, or if you're subscribed to the channel and you have notifications turned on. And now the biggest announcement, something that I hinted at in the last vlog, the merch. Today is the day. Tuesday, October 1st. The store is launched. It is live. First link in the description. We've got hats, we've got hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve, mouse pads, mugs. We got it all. The real reason for the merch, I'm not money hungry. That's the first thing. I don't even get that much commission off of it anyways. I just spent some good amount of chunk of change sponsoring a iRACING league, and now I've got to offset it with merch. No. The merch is something that people have asked me for. That's the first thing. And two, I've done like my own merch, like Bobby Krug 51 kind of stuff. And then there's people that, you know, buy that and support that, and everything's fine and dandy. But there's another group of people like racers and stuff like that that want to support me and enjoy the content on the channel and want ATA Network merch. It's been requested for a while now, and I finally got around to doing it because I realized that people like Dylan Ellsworth, Rockwell Seacrest, people that love the content that I produce on this channel, but they race on Saturdays with me, they don't want to represent Bobby Krug with a 51 t-shirt. They're racing their own kart, they're their own entity. But the ATA Network can be its own brand, its own place for karters and race fans alike. So that's kind of the whole reason that the series and the podcast and all the merch, it's why it's kind of come about, because I've realized that ATA Network is not me on a channel, it's a brand, it's a way of life. It's just, there's a bigger picture to my channel, and I'm still trying to figure that out. So that's why I'm coming on here talking about the first phase of that. I think we've covered it all. But also, side note, well, not really a side note, this is a big note. 11 days starting from right now, there is free shipping on all orders on the store. You don't have to have a promo code. It's just automatic on there. I think you got to click redeem now on the top of the website, but it is available right now. The merch, hop on it, check it out, give it a look at least. And like I said, it's not a money thing. It's more so just kind of a cool way to help, well, furthermore, get the ATA Network name out there, and then give people an option that if they want to support me, if they want to buy some merch, if they wanted merch, they want to have that ATA Network brand, go right ahead. It is there for you guys to take advantage of. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to talk about. So that's the new phase of the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And thank you guys for all your support. And I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Peace.